Oh, you got it.
Hi, I'm Cameron with the Atlas Strength Shop, and this past weekend I drove down to Houston, Texas to pick up some stones from Stix and Stone. If you've never heard of them, he got a start during the pandemic making DIY concrete plates so that people could still lift during the pandemic. I'm sure you remember iron plates were about $3 a pound during all that, and this man came in and saved the entire day. So I made a weekend trip out of it, drove down, I drove down Friday, met him on Saturday, picked up these stones, and drove back. It was a great trip. Got some awesome equipment out of the deal. And yeah, so here's the video.
I didn't realize they were all going to be basically the same size.
Exactly the same size.
That is awesome. So how do you make that happen? You might tell us?
So there's different densities of concrete.
Okay.
So there's the maximizer, and when people use a blue bag, it looks bigger, but it's the same weight.
Okay.
It's like 60% the density of like 5000.
Okay.
So the 200 is made of that, but it's still like 6,000 psi. So
okay.
Still just as strong, just half the weight. And that one's just concrete, so I just fold up that lid on it. And this one's got about 100 pounds of steel inside, like an Atlas Stone. So just like you do an Atlas Stone mold with a steel center,
yeah,
I did the same thing with that.
Okay. And can they take like a folded concrete? Or
you're going to get some chipping just like you would if you were going like foundation to an Atlas Stone. The chipping would happen. It's the same exact concrete as that. I would put a mat down at least. I know the guys down at Beerstone for Venue's place. Their weight room flooring is about a 3/4 inch thick.
Yeah, we had the same thing.
So as long as you follow it down to the ground, it should handle pretty well. My three, I mean, I've dropped on grass in my backyard, so they handle that really well. As far as the flooring, as long as you have like pretty thick flooring, or even like a drop mat.
Well, I planned it for Louisiana strongest man to get about 40 feet, or about two mats thick for a 40-foot run. Have people just go back and forth for
Awesome. That's what they did down at Beerstone. It was this 50-foot run.
Yeah.
There and then. So.
Then I'm just going to return the mats and stuff.
Good plan. I like the thinking. All right. So getting these big bastards out of here. For ease, if you want to pull your truck here, we'll just pick them up, turn and drop them in.
Okay.
Or we can almost butt touch them and then just jab.
Hi, I'm Cameron Ware with the Atlas Strength Shop, and I'm sitting here with Mr. David Accardo. He is the owner of Stix and Stone. Came all the way to Texas to pick up some equipment from him. We now have 3 Husafell replicas, a 210, a 310, and did it come out exactly 409?
409.
Came out exactly 409, an exact replica of the actual Husafell Stone from Iceland. Can't wait to actually play with it. We just got them loaded into my truck. It was a huge pain in the ass. And yeah, now we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Stix and Stone. So how'd you get started?
So I've been a strength and conditioning coach certified through NSCA for the past 11 years. I've worked at a couple universities, pro baseball club, and most recently at a high school here in South Houston for the past 9 of those years. 2 years ago, I was on vacation and COVID hit. I had to come back real quick because everything was shut down. So we weren't allowed to go to the high school, weren't allowed to go to our weight room, wherever all the public spaces were shut down. So I had to figure out a way to lift weights in my backyard. Jokingly, one of my friends told me I could just make them out of concrete like I do my Atlas Stones. I've been making Atlas Stones for close to almost say the same amount of time, 10, 12 years. I created a really horribly ugly mold out of foam and some plyboard, and poured 100 pounds of concrete, was able to get onto a squat bar and at least squat 225, 245. Posted that as a joke online, and it went viral. Garage gym reviews, garage gym lab, garage gym experiment, all posted it, reposted it, and it became a thing. Like hundreds of people in my inbox following my personal account, asking how I did it, if I could make it for them, and figure out a way to not be mixing concrete 10 times a day. So my molds came from the idea for my Atlas Stone molds that I could make one like that. So thanks to Steve Slater for having an awesome idea 20 years ago that helped me out for the past 2 years. So created the mold, it went viral, and I've shipped to now almost every continent of the United States, the world, almost every state in the United States. And now I'm about a month past 2 years in business. So yeah, it's been a really crazy, horribly organic experiment and experience. I've come out with dumbbells now and kettlebells in my most recent one, and I'm secretly working on 2 more projects with a collab with some people that you 100% know online. Or once we get it done, I'm posting about that later, hopefully end of July.
Awesome. And you say you do dumbbells, is it like circus dumbbells or?
Well, I have a DIY like PDF online.
Okay.
I teach people how to make cool shit in your backyard with Home Depot supplies. Stuff. Sorry. And I came up with a mold for 5 to 50 pound dumbbells.
Okay.
So it's a kind of a bucket that you put a pipe in the middle.
Yeah.
Or it's a half weight of your dumbbell, pop it out, and do the same thing the next day. You have a dumbbell in your hand. So all my molds are reusable and multi-use for different weights. So yeah, it's again crazy, weird. If you had told me 2.5 years ago this would be what my career would look like, never would have believed you. But still a lot of fun, and I get to be creative every day. So
definitely,
that's how the Husafell mold came about too.
So how is the actual mold like what does that look like? Is it a 3D printed mold that you do? You cut it out of foam?
For which one?
So you have a different mold for each Husafell?
Well, no. So as far as the Husafell Stone is concerned, it is a vacuum formed heat plastic. So
okay.
The plastic gets really hot, about 400 degrees, is laid over the form that I carved myself to match the real Husafell.
Okay.
And then it's sucked down over it, and it cools off and hardens, and then you have this hard outer shell that is the outline of the stone.
Cool.
Then you fill it up, and then you have the stone.
Are those also reusable, or you got to crack those?
I'm using the same 3 that I made for the past years. Or I think the 15th stone that I made.
Nice. And the ones for the plates, are those kind of the same idea?
Same exact way, yeah.
That's cool. So you've come a long way from carving something out of wood and making something with foam.
Yeah, the molds are a lot more durable and reusable than they used to be.
That is awesome. So if you follow the podcast, you already know this. If you follow the Instagram, you already know this. Sticks and Stones is also sponsoring the 3rd annual Rougarou Classic, which is it's going to be our competition we're holding November 19th in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's coming down, so if you want any of his stuff, if you want some of these Husafell stones, about how much weight do you actually think you can get down there?
We'll see. Depends on if and when, how many people want to do it. I can rent a trailer and bring it down there, or just have whatever. I was able to go from Houston down to almost Mexico for beer stone with 6 Husafell stones, so about 1,800 pounds.
Nice.
Back on my truck. So if I need to go heavier than that, we can talk about a trailer. If it's worth it. If someone wants a stone down there in Baton Rouge, I'm down to bring one. So
awesome. So we're going to actually have these stones in Louisiana Strongest Man next spring. So if you enjoyed Louisiana Strongest Man last year and you're planning on signing up this year, go ahead and pre-order you some stones now. That way it's not your first time touching these whenever you actually get to the Atlas Strength Shop next spring. Or if you want to plan a trip to Iceland and you want to get some practice in before you go, this is the guy to talk to.
Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or through my website or my email.
Got anything you want to add, David?
No, I've been a part of strongman for a very long time. I got out of it for way too long. And getting back into it and being able to help, I've been helping a lot at Texas-based strongman competitions through USS and through Strongman Corps. It's just fun to get back into it and be around that community again. So if I can help you, if you have an idea and you want to try it out, I love making weird stuff. So bring it on. Let me know. We can figure it out.
I want some probably in a couple of years, but I want to get a full set of circus barbells.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's what I want.
So there's a gym down near you that has it.
I know what you're talking about, and they look like they're falling apart. They keep them outside.
The entire backyard gym. I can't remember. One of my good buddies, Ed Cosgrove, used to work out there. Yeah. Really so. Yeah, dude, let's do it.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. We're going to get on the road.
Awesome. Good to see you.
And yeah, look forward to seeing you again in November.
Yes, I'll be down there.
All right.
So of course, as we were unloading them out of the truck, I had to try my hands at one of them. So I went ahead and I grabbed the 210, picked it up from where we flipped it out of the back of the truck, and walked it over to its resting place. I think this weekend I might give a shot at the 310. Who knows, might go well, but 100-pound jumps are pretty large jumps, so I'm not expecting too much. So that's the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see different kind of content, I want you to drop that down in the comment. Tell me what you'd like to see. We drop 2 videos a week. On Monday, we drop our podcast, and on Wednesdays, it's going to be a video a little bit more like this, whether it's training footage, how-to, equipment review, or something more like this, where I went and I met another business owner who's going to be helping us out. If you want to support the channel, you can do that in 2 ways. One of the ways is go to strikeforceenergy.com, use promo code ATLASSTRENGTH at checkout. That's going to save you 20% on your next purchase of energy. They are a veteran-owned energy supplement company. I've used them for years, and they are awesome. Or you can go to the Atlas Strength Shop. That's us. There we sell programming, and we also have some awesome apparel. So definitely check that out. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you.